Hi friends, Jenny at Clover and Violet here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a removable, adjustable strap out of webbing. So webbing is this kind of material. It's meant for bag straps. It comes in polyester and cotton. This one's polyester, and I'll show you how we'll finish a cotton piece of webbing as well. But you can take this webbing, which comes in cute prints and other designs, and then turn it into a strap, just like this. You'll see I'm using hardware, so my strap has swivel clips and a slider so that I can adjust the size of it. And then we can add it or remove it from our Rosalie Crossbody bag or any other bag you might be wanting a strap for. So gather your webbing and your hardware and let's head over to the cutting table and make ourselves a removable, adjustable strap. I'll see you there. So we have our Rosalie Crossbody bag here, and it has a removable strap. And so something that I thought would be really fun is to make a new strap out of this cute quilty webbing that I bought that just so happens to match perfectly. So I have my two removable strap hardwares that are the correct width. This is 1.5 inch webbing. These are 1.5 inch swivel clips. And then I have my adjustable slider. Now, you might notice that on this strap, I have a rectangle ring. You can actually skip the rectangle ring by sewing these two pieces together for this strap, or if you're using a continuous piece of webbing, you can skip that rectangle ring and just cut your piece long enough. So I found that 55 inches is kind of the go-to length for straps. I did some research and some bag measuring, and that's what I came up with. So I'm going to cut 55 inches of this star strap. Bear with me right here, and then we'll just grab our ruler and just going to use this little one and then my rotary cutter, and I'm just going to cut right here. All right, and then I'm going to use this lighter. This is not cotton webbing, so I'm going to use this little lighter to kind of just like melt and seal the edges. Okay, let's do the other side. All right, and so then this is actually so easy. What we're going to do is you're going to start off with dropping one of your swivel rings onto the strap. And then fortunately this webbing is the same on both sides. So then I'm just going to slide this over the bar of my adjustable slider, and then I'm going to go sew right across this line. So I'll be right back and show you that once I've sewn it. Okay, so here we have our strap sewn, and since this has been heat sealed and isn't going to fray, I'm actually just going to sew one line of stitching here. You could sew a second if you want, but I'm just going to sew one on this one. And then we have our swivel clip, and so now we're just going to feed the strap through this adjustable portion. And I like to feed it so that this open part is back to back with my strap so that you see the nice neat edge on the inside. And so there is our length, and this is what's going to make it adjustable. And then this is so simple. All you have to do is sew this other swivel clip on. So make sure that you have your adjustable ring facing up so that when you sew your clip, just going to feed it through, and we're just going to sew it right there. And I'll probably do 2 stitching lines on this because this will probably get more wear and tear since it's going to be exposed. And so you just want to make sure that it's on the front is on the front, if that makes sense. So see how when I'm folding it, like this is the back, then this is the front, and then here's my clip. And so I'm just going to go sew 2 stitching lines on this end, and I just fold it over for whatever feels comfortable for my machine. This is just about 1 inch. So I'm going to go sew that, and then our strap is actually going to be complete. So I'll be right back with the finished strap. All right, so here's your other end of the strap finished. I finished this time with 2 rows of stitching. I always backstitch on these rows of stitching just so they're nice and secure. And so then we can adjust our strap length and add our strap to the back of our bag. And now you have a bag with a quilty strap or whatever kind of unique, pretty webbing you want to use. I do want to add a quick note. I've also used this cotton webbing, and so the lighter isn't going to melt the cotton like it will the synthetic fibers. And so what I've done, you can kind of see here, because I used pink thread so that it would be clear, is I did a little multi-stitch zigzag over the end and then just trimmed this up a bit, and that seemed to seal the end really well. I would probably use coordinating thread for a project, but I wanted it to kind of show a little bit that I did that zigzag. So that's how you can finish a different kind of strap. But the fun thing is that you can make this bag and then you can mix it up with different removable straps, and you can share these straps across different projects as well. So that's why I made mine 55 inches long, so that I could use it for a large duffel bag or something like that. And if you're short like me, you could of course sew one end of your bag and then kind of adjust the strap and see how long is a good length for you, and then cut it off and adjust it like that. So you don't have to go with the 55 inches that I've used. So I hope you enjoyed this video on making an adjustable strap out of webbing, and I can't wait to see how you use it on your bags. I'll see you next time.